I learned that my mom is cheating on my dad. What should I do? My 21F mom, 43F, is an accountant and my dad, 44M, owns a small business. They've been married for 22 years. Last weekend, one of my friends told me that my mom and some guy checked into a hotel he worked in. My mom was supposed to be at a company seminar in a different city. My friend sent me their pictures, and I looked around in her socials. Sure enough, I found him in LinkedIn. He is her co-worker. I accessed her Google Photos account. She has her passwords written near her computer, and there were photos of them at various places when she was supposed to be at company events and stuff, going back to 2 years. What should I do now? Talk to your dad. Tell him what your friend said and show him the pics. Don't give your mom a chance to delete the evidence and gaslight your dad by going to her first. Just tell dad and share everything you have, no. And then back off. They'll handle the relationship from there. People are saying talk to your mom, but let's be real. She's lied this long, she'll lie more. Minimize her behaviors, actions. Tell Pops and let him sort it out. Rough position to be in. If you don't want to tell your dad directly, create an email account and just email him everything. Don't tell your mom first. Then she gets the chance to delete all the evidence. Tell your dad what your friend said. Show him what you've found and he can take it from there. Take it from someone who did not tell their parent when this happened. Please tell your dad. I kept it a secret for 2 years and it really broke me eventually. Don't feel guilty about telling him, it's not your fault. Copy the evidence and tell your dad. The fallout is all on your mother. She made the choices that brought your family here. You tell your dad. And show him the pics. I can tell you what I did when this happened to me at age 18. I fucking told my dad immediately. Fuck that shit. GF is shig my bed. Been with a nice woman, 54 years old. I'm 55, for about 4 months. Recently she has SHT herself in her sleep twice and 2 overnight stays. Being that she sleeps with no underwear, you can see my problem. I'm not convinced it hasn't happened before even after I asked her about it. I'm considering that it's possibly a developing medical issue, and though I'm sympathetic to that, I'm also completely repulsed and turned off by this. I can't have someone pooping in my bed. What the hell do I do? Her reaction was pretty casual. Makes me think it happens in her bed also, but isn't telling me out of embarrassment. This is a new relationship. I don't necessarily want to lose her, but I'm sure I'd get past it. I care about her, but love is a strong word. I could seriously use advice. If she has medical conditions, she wears adult diapers. Seriously. I have medical issues and for a while I could not control it, so that's what I do. No shame in it, just a realistic outlook. If she can't do that, she's being very immature about the situation. Was she drunk or using drugs? If not, maybe ask her with gentleness if there is a medical issue she is dealing with, and, if she says there is not, suggest she get a good physical. It's an embarrassing situation for sure. I feel bad for her. Is it full solid shits or is it like wet sharts? It's the fact that she doesn't care. If it's a medical condition, then the least she should do is wear a diaper so you don't wake up covered in shit and ruin your bed. Are we being serious right now? I'd tell her to hit the road. This is so strange and disturbing. She expects you to be covered in shit when you wake up. Give me a break. My ex shit the bed once about 6 weeks into our relationship. He left for work and we had no idea until I went to make the bed. I called him straight away and said, "Are you okay, cuz you just shit the bed?" He was embarrassed and he apologized. We never spoke of it again. He never shit the bed again. Neither of us could explain why he shit the bed. There was no alcohol, drugs involved and no medical conditions. I guess it was one of those things. If your girlfriend nonchalantly shits the bed a third time, it isn't one of those things. It's one of those break up because this is a habit that she is comfortable with kind of things. Honestly, if I shit the bed just one time in a relationship that was only 4 months old, I would not blame the guy from walking away. This can't be a real story. She needs a doctor and maybe an adult diaper and some puppy pads in the interim. I'd be mortified if I did that, even in bed with my husband. Kind of a red flag she's so casual about it. 27F. Just found out a horrible secret from my boyfriend, 33 male, what should I do? I've been dating this guy since February 2021. He is the sweetest guy you'll ever know, and was all I ever wished for in a partner. Funny, soft-spoken, loved by friends and family, kind, caring, and a good listener. We started off as friends with benefits, and then we decided to become a couple officially. We never really had big arguments, it was the most happiest and healthiest relationship I've ever been in. We even always talk about marriage and getting engaged. I've had my fair share of toxic relationships in the past, and never truly believed that I will be loved by someone, until I met him. I never knew I could be this happy and contented. Right until just now, I just discovered something that I was in shocked. My boyfriend has a personal computer which he rarely uses, as he mostly uses his company's computer for work. So today I decided to borrow his personal computer for some reason. Now that I'm a curious cat, and with a strong gut feeling that he was hiding something, I went through his files. And I found out he has been collecting nudes and SX videos of all of his exes and flings, and even labeled them as number. He even took videos and pictures of them while they were showering and sleeping, they were unaware. The worst thing is, he has been labeling each of his exes and flings with number 110, and I was number 11. And yes, I even saw my nudes. When I sent it to him, without any of my face, I am always careful to delete it immediately, and he promised that he has already deleted all of them and never kept any copy of it, and thank God I wasn't being filmed privately. When I saw all of these, my heart went racing, hands trembling and typing this as I speak. I don't know what to think of this. While we were friends with benefits, I knew he had some videos of his flings, and he admitted to it and told me he has deleted it. But now that I see so many of these, and I decided to delete all of the files in his computer. I did so to also protect the girls that he's been with, I didn't want them to leak out. Only God knows why he kept them after all these years and what he is going to do with them. But the worst part is, after deleting the nudes and videos, I can't seem to find them in the recycle bin, because that is where you usually empty the recycle bin in your computer. I feel sick to my stomach, like I didn't know this person anymore. I feel like I should be sad and furious, but I don't think I am. I just feel confused, afraid and disgusted. I don't know what to do. He is out at the movies with his friends, and I am at home. Should I talk to him about this and work this out? Or should I break up and expose him? Before I deleted the videos and pictures, I took a video of all of the files as a backup proof in my device. Updates. I confronted him last night after he came back from the movies with his friends. He cried so hard and slapped himself hard several times and said he hated himself. He said he has a hobby of collecting pictures and stuff, including his personal, school, work, house, friends, pets, travel, and of course sex videos and nudes of exes and flings. When he slapped himself, I felt funny and felt like laughing inside like bro, why are you doing that? I told him to stop slapping himself and go see a therapist. I made him delete all of those pictures in Google Drive, Google Photos, USB and formatted his whole hard drive and computer right in front of me. Because he cried so badly and said he didn't want to lose me, he begged me not to leave him, he would do everything to fix it back. So now I am sitting right next to him and we are going through each file. I made sure all has to be wiped out. He even took an emergency day off today just to delete all those files. After doing all of these, I have also deleted those stuff in my device. These shit is better to be gone from this planet forever. He is also planning to see a therapist to sort out his addiction and behavior. After doing this, I am planning to slowly move and pack my stuff out from his house. I hope he learned his lesson and never do that again. One thing you said stuck out for me and that was that you really don't know anymore. Perhaps you never did. Don't be like me. I discovered a very similar folder on my ex's computer, containing an individual folder for each of his exes, and each folder was filled with every racy photo they'd ever sent him. All the way back to the ex-girlfriend he was with when he was 18. When I confronted him, I fell for his cover story because I was so afraid of being alone. Yeah, he ended up cheating on me multiple times and psychologically manipulating me to the point where I had to go to a psych ward. Men like this are really fucking creepy and sociopathic. Do you need help erasing everything from his computer? Look for active disk kill. It's pretty easy to make in bootable device. Set to erase it several times and it's gone. If you just erase it, someone like me can recover those files easy. Another option. Open it, remove the hard drive and destroy it. And Drill can do that. With this, will become a lot harder for him to recover anything, but is still possible. Best option. Do all that, turn into pieces and dump each piece at a different place. The plates are the important thing. The other parts don't matter. This is honestly fucking creepy, and as a guy has explained it to me before, men view keeping these images and such as trophies. They view these women as their conquests, and want to keep memorabilia, which is so fucking weird, especially since he has a GF. He definitely committed a crime by filming without knowing. Who knows how many of those girls have no idea he has those pictures, videos of them. Very sad that this happens often. ID leave. You ghost him and never look back. Turn over the files to the police and tell them where you found them. Someone that would do that is most certainly not the sweetest guy you could ever know. I'm no lawyer, but this sounds illegal to me. If I were you, I wouldn't stay at home. Make bags and leave. Because he'll be hella pissed about it. As much as women cry out keeping vids and sexy pics, it's normal. Filming unwilling people is not cool. This looks like his secret fetish and you just destroyed it. So again, don't let yourself be still in your home when he is back to explain what you did. 'Cause surprise surprise, not gonna end well. Where the hell did you meet this creep from? The guy I'm dating told me he can't be my sugar daddy. First of all, I by no means need a sugar daddy. I own my own home and car and have a decent career. But he seems to expect me to drive to him every weekend and then says he doesn't have money to do anything because he is paying on his house and car. Okay, I get it, I need to pay for part of our dates. But now I'm taking food to his house just so we have something to eat. Granted, he always says just bring what you want to eat, I have plenty for myself, and then he eats my food. I've bought him a few things because I try to be thoughtful. And I am more than happy to pay my own way, but he seems to think I'm a gold digger if I want him to take me out on a date. I'm not talking anything super expensive either. I'm happy with Chick-fil-A. He makes $28 an hour. Am I being out of line by asking where his money goes? He got defensive about it, but I was seriously trying to help him figure out how to budget so he had more disposable income. We've only been dating 2 months, but his friends feel like he takes advantage of them. He tried to trade my hard seltzers for beer they'd purchased for our game night. Any advice? Since most of the advice is to break up. How is the best way to break up without making it about the money? I don't want him telling the next girl, oh, she was a gold digger, like he tells me about his ex who truly was one, from what his friends say. He's projecting hard. Move on to a more equal relationship. Best wishes to you. Why are you dating him? He sounds terrible. In the process of refusing to be your sugar daddy, he's treating you like he feared being treated. He's nickel and diming you while being stingy, withholding and manipulative. And if his friends feel like he's taking advantage, it's probably a pattern that you can't change. He's cheap, like, cheap. He's not going to change. Accept it or move on. Why are you doing this? What does he bring to the table for you? He is a leech and is using you. There is no way I'd date a man like that. So he doesn't want to pay for anything, including his own food? Maybe you should tell him you can't be a sugar mama. You could also accuse him of being a gold digger and trying to use you to pay for his stuff. Girl, raise your damn standards. Honey, dump him. Let me tell you, when I met my now husband, we lived an hour apart. We started taking turns each weekend driving to each other. He made good money and loved to take me on dates. I made pretty decent money and would spoil him too, but I loved cooking for him and sending leftovers with him for work. He cared about me and wanted to show me love and a good time. You deserve someone who doesn't use you while making you feel guilty. You need to ask him flat out, what do you bring to the table other than drama? You shouldn't be doing all of that for him. He makes $28 an hour.